Okay, for today's lesson, we discuss on the formula for compound interest. In our last lesson, we have discussed about the compound interest and the simple interest, how to calculate them and difference between them. Okay, so here the learning objective is to learn the compound interest formula and how to use it. And our keywords there are the simple interest, compound interest formula, principal, which is the initial investment, and the annual rate. But before we can solve this, the student need to be familiar with the use of the power key on their calculator. You must know how to make use of your power key in your calculator. Okay, now look at this formula for the compound interest. This is the formula we use for the compound interest. Then the formula for the compound interest, it says that the value of investment gives us P times into 1 plus R over 100 power N, where this P is the initial investment, R is the annual percentage rate, and N is the number of years. Okay, so this is for the compound interest. The simple interest, we can easily use the formula because we are calculating that. We can easily use the formula P times T times R over 100. Okay, but remember that whenever we have a percentage, this means X over 100. So I equally use it to be P times T times R percent. Okay, so this is what I use in solving that. Okay, let's look at this question. Here we have that Marco invests $10,000 at 8% annual interest. Work out how much is the investment worth after 10 years if it is A, simple interest, and B, compound interest. Okay, so we have to check how much is the worth of the investment if it is for the simple interest and if it is for the compound interest. Okay, now for the simple interest, we note that the initial value, which is P, is $10,000, and our rate is what? 8%, which I have to be 0.08, and the number of years, which is N or T in simple interest, is 10 years. Okay, so for us to find the simple interest, we have that the simple interest, that gives us P times R times T. Okay, and R is in percentage, which gives us 0.08. Okay, now this half is to be 10,000 multiplied by 0.08 multiplied by the time, 10 years. Okay, so calculate that. What do you have? Check. $10,000 times 0.08 times 10. That's fine. We have that to be what? That gives us $8,000. So $8,000 is the simple interest. So for the compound interest, we know that the compound interest, we have compound interest gives us P into 1 plus R over 100 power N. But know you that this 1 over R over 100 is already being converted to 0.08. So for us to solve this, we have that P is what? $10,000 1 plus r over 100. R is 8%. 8 over 100 is 0.08. 8 over 100 is 0.08. And n is what? 10. So we have this to be $10,000. Add this, we have 1.08 to power 10. So if we solve this first, 1.08 to power 10, that gives us what? We have that to be, check, 2.15892499,727. Please note, you don't have to approximate people's money. So you don't approximate unless you get to the final answer. Okay, so we have to multiply these two, and that gives us what? 21,589.25. So this is the amount at the compound interest. So then for you to find the interest it has at that time, that means we have 21,589.25 minus it 10,000. So that will give you the interest for compound interest. Okay, so let's look at this question now. This says Ahmed invests $5,500 at 3% per annum compound interest. How much is the interest worth after 4 years, and how much interest has she earned after 4 years? So since this is talking about the compound interest, we apply the compound interest formula. Here we have that P is the principal, 5,500. We have that the rate is 3%, which I can divide by 100. That gives us 0.03. Okay, and the time we have there, N, is 4 years. So the compound interest formula gives us P 1 plus R over 100 over N. We don't have to use this 100 again because we have already made use of it here. Note that. Okay, so this gives us 5,500 into 1 plus 0.03. As I said, we don't have to use this because we already make use of it here. But what? N is what? 4, the time. Okay, so this will give us 5,500 into 1.03 over 4. This plus this gives us this. Okay, so we look for 1.03 power 4 gives us, so use your calculator. What do you have that? As I said, the student must know how to make use of the power key in the calculator. So use your calculator and find this, multiplied by 5,500. What do you have? Okay, that's fine. That gives us what? That gives us 6,190.3. Okay, that's fine. 90.3. So this is the amount of the investment after 4 years. Now the next question says, how much interest has she earned after 4 years? So for us to find the interest she has after 4 years, we use this amount that she has after 4 years minus the initial number of or amount of investment. So that gives us 6,190.3 minus 5,500. So check that. What do you have? This minus this gives us what? That's fine. We have 690.3. So this is the interest she has after 4 years. So this is how we calculate the compound interest using the formula method.